Good morning, everyone. You are through to the Adassah at Large on Sunday show. And I'm giving you the hint straight away today. Listen. Oh, yes. Can you guess? Guess one life that we have. Be blessed with the life that you have. Be grateful that you woke up this morning to the Adassah at Large. This is the show where you party first thing in the morning. So be energetic. It's a beautiful day. So enjoy. And even more fantastic, our special guest today. So as we always say on the Adassah at Large on Sunday show, like, share, and subscribe to the platform. Keep subscribing. We are aiming for the 1,000, just 1,000. I do not ask for much. 1,000, 1K. We are targeting for. And also click onto that notification bell, okay? Because we're gonna meet so much beautiful artists like the one we have today. None other than Hil St Soul. Can you imagine? There in the background, one life.
Take my hand and lead me on to the dance floor. Wanna unleash and unwind until we lose our sense of time. Wanna let go, and lose control.
Oh yeah.
I wanna rock with you. I wanna give it up for the weekend. I wanna live it up, 'cause life is for living. I'm on this race of life to us and good times. I wanna celebrate and make it last. Yeah.
Good morning going out to Super Sass, to also to Curve in the house. Good morning going out to all the Magnet Radio presenters and the DJs. I'll tell you all about them later on in the show. Good morning going out to Reggie Myrix. Good morning going out to Ron, to Lynn, to Coco. The list goes on and on and on. And happy belated birthday going out to Alethea and Beth, who was a guest on the show earlier on in the month. Happy belated August. You can celebrate your birthday all month. One life we have. One life that we have.
Let's get away, baby, just for one night. Let's get away. Forget about our worries. Dance till the morning light. Come on, let's toast up the night and toast up the weekend. Toast up the night and toast up the weekend. Get lost in the music.
Oh yes, our guest coming on today was raised in London. We'll be talking all about that. And halfway through their studies, that bug, that musical bug just took over so much more that she had to endeavor and put 100% of her heart and soul into music. Oh yes, with doing recording demos over Aretha Franklin, and then so much influences with this artist. Got that Aretha Franklin, Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder. This is without even any formal training. So this is a gift. Their musical talent is definitely a gift. And who is it? As I'll keep saying throughout the show, it is a wonderful London, UK-based artist that we love and we play in our dance halls, in our clubs, in our pubs, everywhere we are, in the radio stations, is Hill Street Soul. Good morning.
What an intro, man. Thank you. Amazing.
Good morning, Hill Street Soul. How are you?
I'm amazing. Thank you so much. And yeah, waking up to your, bright and early to your lovely voice as well. So kind of like uplifting. So yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Excellent. I play your music all the time on my radio show on a Friday. I got a show called Soul City Show. And I was like, who is this lady? Where's this lady? So when I got the opportunity to be able to get in contact with you, I grasped it
Oh, yes.
wholeheartedly.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the love and everything. I'm just really happy to be here on your platform to, have a little chin wag with you. So I'm really looking forward to it.
And we don't have it often on the Adassah at Large on Sunday show, but we have got a UK artist. I didn't even know you were from the UK. I thought you were from the US.
I know, I don't know. I think obviously you can, listen to the music, you can hear there's, I'm definitely, I'd say it's just like I've been influenced by all the global artists that you can think of. So you can probably hear that in the music as well. So it's not surprising you thought I was based over here, but no, I'm from the UK. I'm based here in a lovely London, even though it's not so lovely at the moment with the rain. But yeah, I'm a UK based artist, and I've always been that. So I'm
That
proud to
is
be one as well.
wonderful. Of course, represent the UK. I'm based in the
Absolutely.
UK as well, London. So it's
Yeah.
just wonderful to team up with a fellow Londoner.
Yes, absolutely.
So your music journey, Hill Street Soul, started from a very young age. Was your dad was musically gifted as well? Tell us all about that.
Well, I mean, it was gifted in that he just loved soul music. So, I'm not sure if any of the listeners know, but I'm originally from Zambia. That's where I was born. But my dad listened, just exposed me to a lot of just a lot of the soulful greats that we're all familiar with, like your Stevie Wonders, Aretha's, Marvin Gaye's, Shaka Khan's, Teddy P. The list goes on and on, really. So I just kind of grew up listening to those sort of sounds. So I guess I would have to attribute that to him. So that is how I was introduced to music. I wasn't doing music obviously at such a young age. It wasn't like, oh yes, I'm going to be a musical artist. I just remember hearing those kind of sounds, and I think obviously as I got older, I appreciated it and kind of incorporated it in my music as well. So but yeah, no, definitely I think the sounds that I heard at very early age contributed, I guess, to my overall sound as well. Absolutely.
And what age were you when you really got that musical bug and said, right, I'm going to take this more seriously?
Well, I was actually quite a late starter, in terms of well, do you know what? In hindsight, I wasn't that late a starter, but however, I remember at the time when I was doing it, I always felt like you had to start when you're, I don't know, 15 or 16. Do you know what I mean? But it was a lot later than that. And it was when I was at university, really, I kind of got introduced to music by the way of, my brother when he had house parties, and a DJ kind of complimented my voice. So that kind of, I guess that sowed the seed at the time. But I didn't really start my musical sort of career until I was at university. And I took a year out, and during that year, I decided that I was really going to try and, just kind of get into the music, because at that time I didn't really know how to get into the music industry. So first and foremost was obviously just to record some demos. So I found a studio, a local studio on Holloway Road, not there anymore, but um, and just recorded some a cappella demos because I didn't have any producers at the time. And because one of the songs I would always sing every time I did auditions was the Aretha Franklin, Stevie Wonder penned Until You Come Back to Me. So that's a song that I recorded when I went to the studio. Um, and off the back of that, the guy that ran the studio heard my voice and said, "Oh, you've got an amazing voice, but what would be even more amazing is if you actually did some original uh, tracks." And I've got, I know the right kind of producers that can help you do that. And that's when I got introduced to my very first producers, who were basically part of the Black Twang rap trio, or so I kind of got introduced to them. So aside from the rapping, they used to do production as well. And that's really how I got started in the music. So I kind of utilized that year to record demos, and then my demo happened to land at the A&R desk for the small label Dome Records, who then basically signed me on, and that was it. That's pretty much where it all kicked off.
Wow. And we're going to little bit of one of your Until You Come Back to Me, your cover of Aretha Franklin.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
Though you don't call anymore, I sit in the way, in the way. I just rap on your door, tap on your window pane, tap on your window pane. I wanna tell you, baby, changes I've been going through. Missing you until you come back to me. That's what I'm gonna do.
Hill Street Soul. I can dance anywhere, Hill Street Soul. I'm the youngest of 7, so they're way older than me. So when they were going raving and all of that, I'll just be at home pretending I'm out with them, but I'm not really out. And I'll just I'll put on music and dance away, just
Rave at home. Why not? There's nothing wrong with
imagining that I would be there, and then watching my sisters getting dressed, getting ready to go.
Wow.
Yeah. So I just love music. Music was just a key component in my household as well. But yeah, because you are what we used to call at college and uni one of the clever students, because you studied biology, Hill Street. So you were one of the science students.
I was, but because it just happened that when I did my A levels, I did like sciences because that's kind of what I excelled or did, the best at. That was what I was good at really at the time. So for me, it was just a natural thing. Like if I'm gonna kind of do my studies, I'm gonna do, the sciences because that's what I felt I was good at. But I knew that I wasn't really going to pursue that line of a career. It was just more kind of I wanted to have that education behind me. So so basically that was the reason as to why I kind of did the biological sciences. It was just kind of something that I enjoyed, and I thought, well, if I'm going to do a degree, that's what I want to do it in, just to have something, just to say that I've done, I've been
got a
educated.
degree.
I've got a degree, exactly. So I did my little bit of education there, and then kind of went into music full time after that.
Wonderful. It's so wonderful when someone just goes for their passion or what they really love. Because
Yeah, it's so important, I think, because I feel like just as in general, I feel like that's when people thrive. If you're doing something you absolutely love and enjoy and you're passionate about, then you can't really go wrong. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, most definitely. What also brought a lot of attention to me when I first, started hearing your music and noticed you was your style and fashion and your hairstyle.
Yeah. I
Are
do
you?
try. I don't think I'm a fashionista or anything like that, but I think it's just more, you know what? I think it's just more to do with being in the industry, especially when you start out, you find there's a lot of people that especially if you're with a label, they always like the whole thing was, okay, we're gonna get a stylist and give you an image or what have you. And I always felt like sometimes some of the styles that they tried to impose on me wasn't really me. So just over the years, I always kind of find things that I feel work for me rather than that's in fashion, because I'm not trying to sort of champion any particular the latest fashion. Or I've never been like that. It's just more what works for me, really. So I always just get drawn to things that complement me rather than, hey, that's the latest look that you kind of have to rock. It's very much what works on me, as an artist and as a woman. So yeah.
And it
Well, I
works because
appreciate the
you're a
compliment.
trendsetter. You're a trendsetter.
Ah,
I love the hairstyles, the natural hairstyles, the
yes,
clothing, and some of the bright colors. You've got some bright
yeah.
colors going on, and it
You
just
know what's
works.
funny though, because like generally, actually, when like like if I'm going out, say like when I used to go clubbing and stuff, I'd always tend to get drawn to like dark colors because you feel like that's what's more flattering, and it hides all the bits you don't want seen or whatever. But I think with age, I've just kind of I've just kind of been drawn to, like, especially as an artist, I kind of want to shine and stand out, and I can't, especially because I spent some time back in my country of birth in Zambia, and it was just like the backdrop was just amazing, and I just wanted the colors of my clothing and makeup to complement that. So I was experimenting a lot with bright colors and stuff, but yeah, I love trying out different vibes and different ideas. But I do like that kind of Afrocentric kind of vibe. I don't think it's all the way Afrocentric, but it's got inflections of that in my
Yeah, yeah,
style,
it's
definitely.
unique.
Yeah,
It's your own. It's your own take on it. Yeah.
yeah, actually, yeah, my own take on it. And that's just one aspect of me, because I do sometimes I will just wear quite plain stuff as well. But I think for when I'm trying to do like promotional photo shoots or whatever, that kind of thing, or videos, I do try and kind of come up with things that are a little bit more kind of eye-catching, if you like. Yeah.
Do you design any of your clothing wear and get someone to make your designs? Because I know some
No,
artists
not
do
at all. I'm just very good. I've just got a very good eye for getting clothing and stuff. Like I literally just source things, um and also because, like I said before, I don't really follow fashion. So
that.
I might buy something like today and I won't wear it, and then in, I don't know, 3 years time, get it out and then put it together with something else, and then it just creates that outfit that you will see. So it's just very much, I'm very good at kind of like sourcing things that I feel work for me. Yeah. But
And
no, I
what's
don't make my own stuff. I don't make clothes. I don't get, my sister does, however,
oh,
dabbles in designs and stuff. So occasionally I wear some of her, she does a lot of stuff with prints. Again, it's more kind of Afrocentric with a mixture of other just like the contemporary style. So it just depends on my mood, really.
you know what? Sisters do have an influence because my sister used to be a fashion designer.
Oh
And
wow. Okay.
oh yeah, she wears unusual clothing when
Oh
she's going out, and she's very unique, especially when she was younger. It's like wow, so
wow.
dazzling. And so even when I go out myself, I'm a little bit more toned down than she is. She's very
A
excited.
conservative.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but when I go out, I kind of like pick up a certain of those influences myself. I don't like to
Right.
just wear the usual, whatever the
Style, of
usual is.
course.
But yeah, I like to just give it a little bit of a different edge to it.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
and that probably comes that I think that comes from my sister, and because I know when I was
Oh,
younger she used to actually design some clothes and make it as well, which I
amazing.
I used to love that. Be like, "I'm the only
You
one."
like that. Why not?
Yeah, but she doesn't do it anymore though, which is a shame because she was very talented, very
Oh, but
talented.
I bet you she still kind of rocks that kind of,
She
her
still
kind of
kind of
unique
rocks
style.
that look, and she wears the
Yeah.
the footwear as well that goes with it. It's just sort of like edgy wear. Yeah, she still
Yeah, I think it's not, when it's in you, it's just in you,
it
so
is.
it just
Yeah,
comes naturally.
yeah. And Hill Street. So you said that your origins are from Zambia. What's the
That's
reception of your success back home?
I mean, to be honest with you, because I mean, I sort of go back and forth, but those that know of what I do definitely appreciate what I do. So yeah, no, I mean, the reception's been amazing. It's been encouraging. I mean, I've been around for a while, so people I always come across people that kind of love what I do and have supported it. So yeah, no, it's been amazing, honestly.
Wow, that's excellent. And you've got a strong footing and influence in America. How did that come about from a
Oh.
young lady in London?
Well, I was fortunate enough because, funny enough, when I after the first album was released, which was called Soul Organic, the label that I, basically got signed to in the States, the label boss was kind of following my career from Soul Organic, so he just literally kept tabs on, what I was doing and stuff. And then what happened is, after I did the first album, I moved to another uh sort of like a more kind of independent major label called Gut Records, and the second album was released through that label called Copacetic and Cool, and they licensed it to this American label called Shanachie. So
Mhm.
that was kind of how I introduced to my US audience, if you like. Um, you know, Even the first album, it was getting a lot of love out there as well. So, but with the second album, it just meant that I was able to actually go out there and do some promotional stuff and perform, and then people became more familiar with my work and stuff, and I haven't looked back since, to be honest with you, because I think my strongest support is in the US, funny enough. Um, so I know that I've got a lot of people, diehard Hill Street fans out there, and that support what I do, and and have done what when I've gone out there to perform and stuff like that. So, yes, I've been fortunate enough to have a label willing to kind of push the projects out there. So, um, that's pretty much it really, as far as that's concerned.
Excellent. And we've got one of your songs, pieces from that second album.
Beat up my heart and you're picking my brain, tearing me to pieces. You wear out my soul when you gnaw at the bone of my contention. Everything that I do ain't never good enough for you. And everything that I say, you choose to throw away. This constant arguing is doing me in. I just can't seem to win, and I can't seem to please you. Don't know where it all begins, but it sure never ends. This pain and suffering goes on and on and on. You weaken the walls and break down the doors of my defenses. See to the core, put a chill to the warmth of my
So
existence.
for me, you are in the same league as your Jill Scotts, and I just see you the same
Oh
league as
wow!
yeah, the way that you sound and you present yourselves and the Erykah Badu's. I just love your music.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Well, I mean, I'm flattered that you put me, in that same category. I mean, for me, that's like, yeah, such a huge compliment. And all those artists that you mentioned, I love their work as well. So
Mm.
I'm a huge fan. In fact, I even went to see Jill Scott, like, the last trip that she was here in the UK. So yeah, so for me to be kind of, associated with such artists is such a huge compliment. So thank you.
Oh, most definitely. I love Jill Scott and
Amazing,
Ladisi and
isn't it?
all them ladies. They're just
Yeah, they're
super.
amazing. They really are. Yeah, and hence why they've stood the test of time. They're still doing their thing now. So
Have you ever performed with them, or is any of your ambitions to one day? Because it would be lovely to see all of you ladies on
yeah, I
stage.
haven't actually. No, I haven't performed with any of those artists, but obviously I have seen them perform live. So yeah, if the opportunity arose, of course I would jump at the chance. So that's something
Would
that
love to
yeah, I
see
would
that.
love to do. Absolutely.
Let's put it out there in the universe. I would love to
Yes,
see
I do all
Hil
the time.
St with
Yes,
the
of course.
Jill Scotts, Ladisi, the Konya Doss. Oh my goodness, that
Ah,
would be
all the ladies. Yeah, that'll be amazing. Actually, that'll be
that would
amazing.
be absolutely amazing. Absolutely. Well, how do you categorize your music? Do you categorize
Oh,
it as soul, neo soul? How do you categorize it?
I would say, yeah, it's really difficult. I would say it's just soul music, but clearly you can hear the because the thing is when I am sort of working on my stuff, I kind of try not to pigeonhole,
Hmm.
I guess, what I'm doing and stuff like that because I'm influenced by. Funny enough, you've got a lot of different artists. Even though I tend to name check a lot of soul artists, my kind of musical palette is really kind of eclectic. So and I do feel like my music definitely has inflections of different genres and styles of music. But I always definitely stress that the foundation for me is soul music. That's kind of what the foundation of the work the body of work I do is definitely that. However, I do have influences of other styles of music thrown in there because that's kind of what it's just whatever the mood or whatever mood I'm feeling at the time when I'm recording and stuff. I'm being creative. I will try it out. I don't kind of put any barriers up or anything like that. So it's definitely soul is the foundation. However, you've got a little sprinkle of this, that, and the other.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I tell you
Yeah.
one of the songs that the first song that actually I got introduced to you
Oh,
when I was like, oh my gosh, who's this lady used to sing? I was like, wow, I got to hear more. Was Goodbye. How did that?
ah,
I love that
yeah,
song. My goodness,
goodbye.
how
Yeah,
did
do you
that
know
come
what?
about?
That was actually quite funny enough. It was like a time when I was going through that particular situation. So it was actually one of the few songs that came to me quite easily because I was living that. So everything you hear in that particular song was actually happening to me. So it was it's quite an emotional roller coaster of a time. And that's pretty much how it came about. It was literally um, things that I was experiencing and going through at the time, and I just
Mhm.
literally channeled it through through the music and through the song.
Wow. Well, it definitely works. And we're going to watch the video and listen, let everybody hear what we're talking about. It definitely did
Oh,
work.
okay.
My, oh my, all by myself again. Feels just like drifting on the sea of loneliness. Though the storm has died down, your waves still reverberate. I've got to flow with the tide, or risk getting swept away. So I wish you the best for the future. As I had this. Lay all feelings to rest and start all over again. 'Cause I don't wanna fall any deeper. So I got to let go and move on. Goodbye, love. Farewell, that you'll be happy with what you've got. Hope that it's all worth it in the end. I'm getting over you. Hope that you'll be happy with what you've got. Hope that it's all worth it in the end. 'Cause I can see the sunshine there. Goodbye. Farewell. What you got.
Yes, a little bit.
No, I haven't seen the video.
Apologies for the
Hey, I
sound
haven't seen that in
video
years, man.
quality.
Yeah, I haven't seen that video for a long, long time. That was like brought back some memories there.
Yeah, I still wanted to play. I know the sound in the video was a little bit distorted, but I still wanted to play it. I love that song. I love that song so much.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, definitely. So, what have you got scheduled for the rest of the year, Hill Street
Oh,
Sound?
wow. I'm hoping to go to the States for like a little mini tour. So I'm just trying to work that out, see if we can make that happen. And then I'm just basically working on some new stuff, to be honest with you, just trying to keep it moving. I don't want to take a long break like I did the last time. So I'm trying to just stay creative whilst I'm in that space. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. So I'm just going to be obviously promoting my current album, Back in Love. Whenever I can. I've got, a few shows here and there. And then working on my next project, hopefully, to release it next year. So I'm just trying to stay busy doing that, really.
Yes, and your current album is wonderful. You got some lovely music on that album. We're going to be playing it later, just a little bit shortly. Blessed, and
Oh, yes. With Mr.
yeah,
Noel Gordine. Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite songs on that project. Definitely.
definitely. And the words, because I always listen to the words, Hill Street. So
That's
when
really good. I'm glad you say that, because I know some people just, they're more about the beat, and do you know what I mean? As long as they can nod their head to it. But I'm very much like, I like to I have a combination of both, I think, but lyrics are so important to me as well. But obviously, yeah, you've got to have it, you've got to have a nice backdrop. But the lyrics are definitely very, very important for me when I'm being creative.
most definitely. I mean, I love, as you said, a good beat, good harmony. And on my show on a Friday, I actually tell stories through the music.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah. So, all my shows, I impart messages to the listeners,
Yeah,
so each person can go away and it can mean something to them. And, hopefully, it can touch somebody's life, change somebody's life, transform it, whichever
yeah.
positive way they want to take from it.
Fantastic. That's amazing. I think that is so important. Because music has, as we know, it does have a healing power. So and it's amazing because even myself as an artist, sometimes when I've created something and I don't necessarily kind of appreciate the impact that my music has on other people. So only when I meet them or they message me and they'll tell me a story about how this song, what it means to them and how it helped them. So yeah, I think it's so important if that's your music is able to do that. So I'm glad that it kind of has that impact on a lot of people and resonates with them. So for me, that is one of the main reasons why I do what I do.
Wonderful. Do you listen and relax to your own music?
Funny enough, yeah, honestly, I don't. And if I'm with someone and they want to listen to my music, that's a no, because I don't know
Mm.
why. Yeah, not because I don't like what I do, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's just odd. I mean, I will definitely like, especially if I haven't heard it for a while, then yeah, I will have. Sometimes I do kind of have it like a little private listening party just to kind of reflect on it and stuff.
Mhm.
But no, generally I like to, I tend to kind of relax to other artists' music and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay,
That's
okay,
just me,
okay.
though, that's just me.
No, but no, because that's normal. Because you get actors and they do films, and then people say, "Have you watched the film?" They're like, "No."
Oh yeah. I think that's a bit weird. I don't know. I think um but I kind of get it, to be honest with you, because it's the same with me. Because if I record one of my shows, I won't necessarily watch it straight away. I might watch it further down the line just to kind of, again, um, I think that's when I kind of appreciate it more. But if I kind of watch it soon after I've done the show, I don't appreciate. Yeah, I don't really. I just kind of like to, yeah, switch off and move on. But I do obviously revisit at some point.
Oh, wonderful.
Wonderful.
And who? Because I named a few, but I want to hear it from you. Who
Okay.
were your real massive people that inspired you?
I think definitely I always say Aretha Franklin, just because I think when I was starting out, that's kind of who I tried to um emulate, I guess. Not to say that I sound anything like her, but she's somebody that I looked up to as an
Good.
artist, singer. I don't know, for some reason the early Aretha stuff really kind of resonated and touched me. And Whitney Houston, I have to say, because she was very, she's obviously, her music was very, crossover, whatever, but she's just somebody that I loved listening to when I was at school. And I was one of those girls that wanted to be like Whitney, sing like Whitney, and because she's beautiful, amazing voice, and so she definitely impacted me in that way. But there's so many artists, honestly. Those are the two I would kind of pinpoint, and and then
Mhm.
I've kind of grew up and listening to a lot of the female, voices and appreciating a whole host of them. It's not those are just two that I've mentioned because they kind of I guess when I was starting out. However, you
Mhm.
know, it's a long list that goes through the different, kind of like decades. So too many to even mention, you know what I mean? It's like, gosh, where do you even, like I mentioned Shaka Khan before,
Oh my
and you got
gosh, yeah.
Gladys Knight, there's Mavis Staples. I mean, that's what we were talking about, back in the day. Listening to Donna Summer, Diana Ross. It's always that kind of,
Mhm.
and then obviously if we come fast forwarding to kind of the neo soul era, then you had people like, before then you had like Evelyn Champagne King and people like Melbourne Moore, the
Mhm.
Jones Girls. It just honestly, it's like it goes on, and then obviously the Jill Scotts, Lauryn Hill, and Erykah Badu's and stuff like that. So um those are just, and we're just talking about the soul kind
Yeah.
of artists, you know what I mean? Because obviously there's people like Annie Lennox. I loved that particular song, Sweet Dreams. So it's just, yeah, variety, to be honest with you. But I'm always drawn to like just big, unique kind of voices and artists as well. Do you know what I mean? late Tina Turner, where the story, the list goes on and on.
Now you got great taste because
Ah,
all those names were like,
um,
I love all of those that you've mentioned. I'm like,
yeah,
oh
I find
yeah.
it's such a difficult. It's really difficult to narrow. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't sort of have a specific kind of artist that I was influenced by, because I listened to all these different voices, and um yeah, and there's so many incredible voices. Some of them don't even get the praise that they should, but yeah, that's kind of what I grew up listening to and influenced by.
Wonderful. Oh, goodness. That's fantastic. And what do you do like when you're relaxing or doing something else? If there any other um
Hobbies,
activities or
gosh,
hobbies that you
what
do?
does it feel like? I'm quite boring, to be honest with you. I think, to be honest with you, I have to say music is like, just listening to other, music, that relaxes me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Um and what other things? Well, I love traveling, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I love um I love performing. I love food. Love, yeah, because I like spicy foods and stuff like that. So I like trying out foods from different you know, cultures and what have you.
Yeah.
Um and that's, yeah, I mean, I'm just like anybody else, really. Love watching, going to the movies. I don't do it so much now.
Mm.
There was a time when I was literally, yeah, addicted to going to the cinema. So just like doing ordinary things like that to switch off and relax and unwind. I like a rave every now and again, you know. I love going to festivals, love that. So not so much now. I think my raving now is more when I'm invited to perform somewhere, then I will
Yeah.
make a night of it. But yeah, I love festivals, going to different festivals, and and gigs as well, live gigs. That's kind of how, yeah, how I like to unwind, if you like.
Oh, that's good. That's a lot of variety
I
within
love
it.
that. That's a lot, right?
You're
I'm making it
boring. That's
sound like
not
I've got such
boring.
ah, I'm making it
That's
sound like
not
I've got such
boring
a
at all.
colourful social life,
So,
but I'm a bit of a homebody, really. But every now and again, I will do, things like that. Yeah.
and then before you leave us, Hill Street, so because I know you're gonna leave shortly, what advice would you give as somebody who just wants to enter into the music business? They've got an excellent voice. What would you say? And they've got no contacts. They don't have any connections. They don't know what to do. All they know is that they've got a great talent. They've got a really good instrument. That's their voice.
Ah, well, I mean, I think it's important to just be you, in terms of, like, just find your own voice. Definitely, that's important. That, like, what's going to make you stand out? Because obviously there's a lot of people that want to sing or whatever. So just kind of find the right people to work with, or to kind of move your career forward. I mean, you need to definitely find your voice, surround yourself with the right kind of people, and network as much as you can.
Yeah.
And obviously there's so many, like, it's so, the way things are in terms of the industry compared to when I started, things are, it's so different. But obviously you have the internet. There's so many sort of platforms where you're not necessarily relying on labels. You can just kind of showcase yourself, if you like. So utilize all those tools at your disposal, just to kind of um, get yourself out there, um, and just basically showcase whatever you do at whatever platform you can get on, um, to just try and get your voice heard, and and just take your time and kind of grow into it as well. I feel
Mm.
like yeah, being an artist and being creative is a journey, it's like a process of evolution. And I can attest to that, because I know when I first started, I wouldn't say that I was this incredible artist or singer, but it's something that I've really nurtured and grown into. So allow yourself to do that as well, and be patient, because it can be long, man. It be a long journey. So yeah, patience is important, perseverance is important, and if it's something that you honestly truly love, you will basically stick with it, because sometimes it's frustrating and you just want to give up, but just believe in what you're doing and just keep doing it.
And you know what, before you go, before what I'm a great believer in, you got to. It's nothing about be realistic, but be practical if you're just starting out, because you're not making the money as you'd want to make the money. And just stick with a regular job, and then when you finish your regular job, at least that can help fund your
What you're
passion.
doing, yeah. I think it depends on your circumstances, but
Yeah.
I definitely would say I fall into that category, because I remember when I was starting out, I was kind of doing, when I was recording my demos and stuff. So I would do that, but I was working, had like a part-time job doing telephony work or whatever. And that really funded my, recording and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So actually, yeah, that is very good advice. I mean, obviously some people are lucky, they don't need to
Mm.
go down that avenue, but yeah, it's always good to have a kind of income stream, so you can sort of fund things yourself, really, until you get to that place where obviously you're able to get that kind of input into what you're doing and stuff like that. So I think that is actually good advice. Yeah.
And I'm glad you used the word another income stream, because that's purely what it is. It's not a backup plan. It's not a second option. It's not just in case. I don't want to put that message across. I'm just trying to just let people know when they're starting out to just bring in another income stream, because that will really help you. So it's not about backup, because some people are like, oh well, it's not about backup. My singing or my music or this is like, that's my first dream. That's right. But you got to eat, and you'd like
Yeah,
a roof over
absolutely.
your head.
You got to pay bills, but
Yeah.
everybody's story is different.
It's
Some
different. Yeah.
people, because I know I've come across people that say, you've just got to, if that's what you want to do, you just have to kind of literally
Oh,
put all your
yourself.
eggs in that basket, whatever. And if it works for you, and it does for some people, but I think you just got to do what works for you. Me personally, I do remember having to work just to, to finance my music, until I got to a place where, yeah, I had people, putting money into what I was doing and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a personal journey and a personal choice,
Yeah.
but that is definitely a good advice. Absolutely.
Oh, thank you so much, Hill Street
My
Soul.
pleasure.
Oh, it's been an
Thank you.
absolute pleasure. I know we've gone a little bit over time for you, but it's been.
That's
I
okay.
could talk to you again and again and again. It's
Oh,
been.
thanks for having me. That's honestly been, really lovely talking to you.
Oh, thank you. You've been a big blessing. And talking about blessings, we're going to play "Bless" um, um, on the show. Let
Oh, thank
everybody
you.
hear from your current album.
Back in love. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you got me feeling so. Once in every true blue moon, yeah, find someone that can make you swoon, make you swoon. You never know when, where, or how. Just gotta make some room. Make some room. Let me tell you that I'm so happy because of you. Baby, baby, my baby, baby. I never felt sensations so sweet in my life. And it's all because of you. I'm feeling so blessed, yeah, blessed to be loved by you. Nobody but you. Oh, I'm feeling so blessed, you sweet baby, to love on you. Honestly do, honestly do.
Wonderful. And where can we find you, Hill Street Soul, on social media?
Well, I would say go to my website, which is hilstreetsoul.com, because it has all the different links there. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, Twitter, TikTok, all these different platforms. I've got a YouTube channel as well if you want to check out videos. I've got a couple of videos posted on there. One is Sweet Heaven from my album Back in Love. So yeah, if you just go to my website, www.hilstreetsoul.com, and all the links are there.
Wonderful. Absolutely. So that's Bless playing in the background from Hill Street Soul current album, Back for Love. Go
Back
and
in
get
love, back in love.
it. Back in love. Back in love. Go and get it, everybody. Go and get it.
I've got that on my website if anybody wants it as well. I can sign it for them. You can get it from my website if they want a hard copy.
Oh, I've got a copy, but I think I'm going to get another one. I'm going to.
Oh.
I want a signed one. I want a signed one.
Yeah, I've got vinyl as well. My first album's on vinyl. I've got a few left of that, so feel free to go to my website, and it's all on there.
I will definitely. Oh, that's amazing. Hill Street. So I wish you continued success.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for coming on to the Adassah Large on Sunday show. Everybody, this is a wonderful, beautiful Nubian sister, Hil St. So check her out. Thank you. Thank you.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Wasn't she amazing? Absolutely love it. Hil St. Soul. And don't go yet. Don't go yet. We're still gonna see a little bit more of Hil St. Soul in concert. Performing one of her performances I am going to show just for you as a treat on the Adassah at Large on Sunday show. But please go and get a current album, Back in Love. It is sensational, and she just looks absolutely gorgeous. If you see the album cover in the pink boots and the blue background, pink and blue. Oh my goodness. Oh, Hil St. So she's rocking it. I just told you. That's why I'm just thinking this lady is full of fashion, full of gifts, vocal, musical gifts. The talent goes on. And let's have a couple of minutes where we can see some more of Hil St. Soul in action, live on stage.
My heart and you picking my brain, tearing me to pieces. You wear out my soul when you gnaw at the bone of my contention. Everything that I do ain't never good enough for you. Everything that I say, you choose to throw away. This constant arguing is doing me in. I just can't seem to win, and I can't seem to please you. Don't know where it all begins, but it sure never ends. This pain and suffering goes on and on and on. You weaken the walls and break down if you don't see my point of view, what's gotten to you? You're not the man I knew. This constant arguing is doing me in. I just can't seem to win, and I can't seem to please you. Don't know where it all begins, but it sure never ends. This pain and suffering goes on. It's time you realize that the sun doesn't shine from your butt. Did I hurt your pride, touch your nerve? Well, now you know what it's like. Every word that you speak is like a slap to my cheek. Now it's time that you have a taste of it. Oh, think you're always right and never wrong. Original, Mr. Know-It-All. It's gotta be your way, gotta have it your say, or nothing at all. Even when you're on a losing streak, you never concede defeat. 'Cause you're too big for your own moves, or for your own shoes, or for your own good. Think you're always right and never wrong. You're never wrong. Original, Mr. Know-It-All. It's gotta be your way, gotta have it your say, or nothing at all. Even when you're on a losing streak, you never concede defeat. 'Cause you're too big for your own moves, for your own shoes, for your own good. Please give it up to Bishop on keys. Was you feeling that or what? Good, good. Yeah. A blessing, an amazing revelation sent down me. Could you be an apparition, figment of my imagination, or just a dream so unreal? You're a breath of fresh air in a sterile atmosphere, a visual feed, good enough to eat. Boy, you got me salivating, and my pupils dilating at the sight of you. Can't take my eyes off of you. You're all that, and then some, plus a bag of chips. You bring me joy, happiness, I'm in a state of bliss. I ain't your style, think you're fine, you know we have to share. Won't you be mine, in my life, 'cause you're the perfect fit. Please give me a moment to regain my composure. Catch my breath, adjust my breath. I don't mean to be so forward, but I'm really checking for you. From your head to your toes. You're a fine specimen of a homo sapien. I need to know. Are you available? Are you free at all? You have a good head on your shoulders, and I really think you're alright. You're everything I've been searching for. You're all that, and then some, plus a bag of chips.
I'm the Richard Branson of rapping, and rapping is what I do best. Go ahead, baby, and do it for all independent women. Body is banging, broader is hanging with Gucci shoe on. Louis Vuitton is the form of the way you do it. I know you're watching Poppy, I'm really watching Mommy. I'm watching the way that she smiles just off of when she watch me. Ripping the highway on our black and silver cow with soggy. Trust me, Mommy, there ain't nothing to it. Ready, let's go. Lock, block, and explode. Aiming our goals, just leave out for Hil St soul. 707's ready for ripping, ready for kissing, ready for anything that you dipping once my ladies is willing. And I'm feeling everything that you do. Promise is true. If you feeling me, Mommy, I'm feeling you too. That's the rules, keep it true from the start to the end. You know Ice is a girl's best friend, so what you saying?
I'm racing, palpitating. You fill my head with shoots of happiness. I'm flying high. My soul is shaking. It's shaking. In jubilation. Mighty queen, I have to confess. You're all that.
Plus a bag of chips.
You bring me joy. Happiness. I'm in a state of bliss. I rate your style. Take your mind, knock me out for sleep. Won't you be mine?
Won't you be mine? Cause why?
Oh, you knock me out. Oh, you knock me out. Oh, you knock me out.
Cause why?
Cause you're the perfect fit. You're all that. Oh, you knock me out.
Cause why?
Oh, you knock me out.
For real.
Oh, you knock me out.
Cause why?
Cause you're the perfect fit. You're all that. Oh, you knock me out. Oh, you knock me out. Oh, you knock me out.
Cause why?
Cause you're the perfect fit. You're all that. Oh, you knock me out. Oh, you knock me out. Oh, you knock me out.
Cause why?
Cause you're the perfect fit.
You know you are.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hil St Soul!
Thank you.
That was fantastic. Oh my goodness. That is our Hil St Soul. That is why she's so amazing. You've seen her videos, you've heard her music, and then live on stage, you've seen Hil St Soul perform. I enjoyed that. I absolutely enjoyed it. So the show is a little bit done the other way round today. Usually I play some independent artists and music, beautiful music before our guests. And now we're going to party and play a little bit. Oh yeah. After. Right now. Oh yes. After. So let's enjoy some time. We're going to make some time because we've got to make some time all the time. This is Jeff Bradshaw. We interviewed him last week. And if you haven't seen the massive interview, go and see it. It's absolutely awesome. Spread the word. This is make some time because we've got to make some time for each other. And I'm so glad Hil St Soul made some time for all of us today.
Slow down, slow down, slow down. I wanna know what's on your mind.
Okay, let's go. We'll give you the rundown of what's going to be happening for the rest of the day. So at 2:00, we have Mr. Magnet with a reggae time, giving you some dance or lovers rock. So all you lovers rock fans, Mr. Magnet is your man. That's 2 p.m. until 4 p.m. UK time. So translate the times, brothers and sisters abroad. Please do, so you don't miss out on reggae time. At 4:00 until 6, we have Sunday Vibes with Come Cutter, our R&B. Afro beats and Amo piano, man. Stay locked with continuous Sunday vibes with Cam Carter. At 6 till 8, we have the industrial man himself, Remington Steele, giving you just undiluted, strictly R&B and hip hop. From 8 until 10 p.m., we have the Mixology Show with Sterling Reigns. Wow. You'll be on a different planet, giving you some break beats, Amapiano, Afro beats, Afro fusion, and a little smidget of hip hop, just a little bit, through the roof. At 10, after all of that activity, after all of the full day, we wind down with the silky tones, the jazzy voice of Al Seaforth with the Jazz and Soul Show from 10 p.m. until midnight. That's our lineup for the rest of today on Sunday on magnet-radio.com. Stay locked with us. Stay locked with quality. The number one station, Magnet Radio. Tuesdays, we have Ruth Ferguson with the Spicy Salsa Show from 8 p.m. until 10 p.m. Giving you some Amapiano. Giving you some salsa. Giving you some reggaeton. Kizomba, merengue. And dancing your way into health. 10 till midnight. We are gonna funk it up with Boozadelic's Funk Universe. Giving you some funky soul, funky blues, funky music all the way with DJ Boozadelic on a Tuesday. Thursday, it's all about well-being with Empress Gem. With the Empress Gem Show. Oh yeah, so stay locked, giving you some inspiration, giving you all sorts of life lessons. Yes, she will. Because we need to take care of each other. Because we are so beautiful. The Lady Single by Lynn Davis. Beautiful You. Talking about Lynn Davis. We've got to get her latest book. Her latest book is out right now. Go and get it, brothers and sisters. Above Circumstances. It's all about her life in the music industry and in her professional life. The highs, the lows. She tells it all so eloquently in her testimony, and how she's got to where she is now. Spiritual peace, professional success, and music through the roof.
Oh, you're beautiful to me. I believe the miracles come true. In your eyes, I see my life with you. Yeah. All good things come to those who wait.
Go and pre-order the book on Amazon. You can do that right now and spread the word to all your family and friends. That's Lynn Davis' latest book, Above Circumstances. Go and check it out. This lady, This lady is an icon in itself. She's a rocker. She's sung with George Duke. She's sung with many, many of our beautiful, wonderful soul sisters and brothers.
Yeah, yeah. You're beautiful, I love you so. Never, never, ever let you go. Oh, you're beautiful to me. Beautiful you. Beautiful you. You are my dream come true. Beautiful you. You're much too beautiful to be true. You're beautiful, beautiful you.
Want great music? Get on down with Adassah at Large. Music to quench your thirst.
I haven't played it for a long time, but I'm playing it today. Oh, beautiful Michelle Brooks Thompson. Go and check her out on social media. Go and check out her journey. Oh, yeah, she's had a fantastic journey from last year to this year. I won't tell you what it's all about. I'll let you discover it yourself. This is her single, Then I Met You. Oh, I love this. I hope you love it too. I interviewed Michelle last year. Wow, doesn't time fly? But it's on the Magnet Radio YouTube platform, so you can check it out. After you finish checking out Hil St Soul, make sure you share this show. And then check out Michelle Brooks Thompson. Then I Met You.
And I realized that I was looking more Superman. Someone who loves me and will understand. God feeling with the Bible in his hand. Fight for me and will always take a stand. So perfectly, baby. Fit me like a glove. I used to call you mine. Yes, you do, baby. Love when you watch me watching you, cause you're so fine, baby. Your love will never do. Because I only have eyes for you.
I just love this song. I hope you're enjoying yourself on the Adassah at Large on Sunday show. Isn't the summer going by so quickly? Honestly, I cannot believe it's the 20th of August. I cannot believe it. The month is going like lightning. Summer recess will soon be over. Oh my goodness. It'll soon be over. The children will be back at school. But in some countries, the children are back to school. In the UK, they're still on holiday. We don't pack them back to school until September. Wow. Back to the school run. Oh. Never mind. Never mind. Back to the school run. It's one way or the other. You complain to do the school run. You complain when they're at home. Full time. School is a saving grace. Plus, it's good for them anyway. Let them interact with other children, and it's a learning base. Don't you think so? Tell me. You can put it in the comments. Let Adassah know. What's your thoughts on school? Are you a firm believer of schooling? Or you may be a firm believer in homeschooling. Whichever one is suitable for your beliefs and what is right for your child and your home. You do what's right for your child. You do what's right for your home and your belief set. This is the last one of the independent artist. This is Hil St. I love this song. I just love it. This is the latest single, Love at Your Fingertips. Not finger, fingertips. Hil St.
Love at your fingertips. It's 5 o'clock and I'm waiting for you to come home. No waiting, delaying, just to get it on. I wanna rub your body from your head down to your toes. I wanna give you loving, girl, when you walk right through the door. Love at your fingertips. Baby, come over. You got love, so sweet are your golden lips. Won't you please surrender? You're the sweet kind of girl that I wanna please. I wanna please you. Your love is all I need. All I need. You got love at your fingertips. Love at your fingertips. Please, baby, please. I'll play a favorite song.
I hope you've taken some time off in the summer holidays. I really do. You said some time with your family. Family is so important. Don't underestimate it. Your children are so important. Don't let the time pass. Enjoy it. I know sometimes it can be a lot of work, but enjoy. Look at the positive. Enjoy. The little ones are running around, making your head dizzy. Enjoy it. Because one day they'll be adults and you're going to miss them being children. You really will. Believe it or not, you will miss their childhood. Then you'll be looking forward to the grandchildren coming around. So enjoy your children. Try not to make too many mistakes. Let them feel the love. Don't rush them. Don't rush them to grow up. Do it in the proper stages. Takes time. It's a process. Be loving. Be understanding. Be caring. Listen. See? You see this? Listen. Listen. Don't be judgmental. Listen. Let you be the person that your child comes running to, no matter what the circumstances. Let you be that person. Do you know how special that is? That's really special. Don't let them go to strangers or to friends. Let you be their confidant. You be their support mechanism. You guide them through. Yes. Oh, that's the latest single. Just came out a couple of weeks ago. Hil St, Love at Your Fingertips. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, I think we're coming to an end of the show. But it's been a great pleasure having you. It's been absolute beautiful time having Hil St on the show. Absolutely amazing. Haven't you loved it? I have loved every minute of it. We're going to do some fingertips. Talking about fingertips with Theo Fawcett, we're going to play fingertips with Hil St. Taking us out.
Something about the way I feel when you come around. I don't know what it is. Every time I close my eyes, I see your face, can get you off my mind, even when you're away. And I know we said it's over. I know we said goodbye. My heart won't let you go, no matter what I try. All I think about is you, you. You left your fingerprints on me. Nobody else can touch me the way that you did. I tried to forget, but if you take a good look in my heart, you can still see your finger. Baby, I don't know why we said goodbye, why we walk away from a love we can't deny. Oh, the way you stole my heart should be a crime. I can't get you off my mind. And I know we said it's over. I know we said goodbye. My heart won't let you go, no matter what I try. All I think about is
Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Until I see you next week. Next week we have another great guest. I'll let you know in the week. I hope you've enjoyed yourself as much as I have. Oh my goodness, I can't tell you. It's been a great honor having Hil St on the platform today. Yes, you take care. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. And have fun. Have fun. We've all got that little boy and that little girl inside of us. Tap into us. Tap into it. There's nothing wrong with that. Have fun. Enjoy the rest of your week. Until then, stay blessed. I'm out of here.